Live via satellite from Hollywood, Rockline and Rolling Stone magazine present a special evening with Aerosmith and you, one-on-one. Hello once again, I'm Bo Riles. Rockline is brought to you by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your bud, and by Iowa, makers of the new Mini-Max 3500. Iowa, I hear you. And by AT&T, we help put your world within reach. Tonight, it's a very special edition of Rockline with America's premier rock and roll band, Aerosmith. So get your questions ready for the guys and call us toll-free. The number is 1-800-344-ROCK. That's 1-800-344-7625. That's one number toll-free from anywhere in the U.S. and Canada. You know, if you put down in writing all of the elements that make up a great rock and roll band, all of those, and some to be named later, would apply to tonight's guest. Aerosmith, you see, is what the art of rock and roll is simply all about. They're currently touring the country in support of their latest album, Get a Grip, and tomorrow night they're going to be performing at the MTV Video Awards in Hollywood. But tonight, we got them. Steven Tyler and Joe Perry will be here shortly, but right now, let's welcome Brad Whitford. Brad, good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Bo. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for coming in. Tom Hamilton, good to have you.
How's it going?
Going good. And Joey Kramer.
Hey, Bo.
Doing good, man. Glad to have you in, Joey. I'm going to start with you. We'll go right to left here. Just how much fun are you guys having these days? This has to be as good as it gets.
I'm having more fun now than I've ever had, ever.
Great.
Band is playing great. We're having a lot of fun. We're up there rocking out every night, and it feels great.
Right. You're going to Europe after the American tour, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to Europe in October.
All right. That's great. Tom, can we get you to tell us what you're playing tomorrow night at the MTV Awards? Can we get that out of you?
Yeah, right, and I'll tell you what you're getting for Christmas, too.
Well, some stock tips, maybe. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll have to wait till tomorrow night. That's, by the way, from the Universal Amphitheater here in Hollywood, California. Brad, over the last few years, you guys have received a lot of awards. The Grammys. Steve had a little baby not too long ago. That's a big award. Rolling Stone, Best Band. I think that's got to be a big one. What's your favorite? What's been the best award for you since, well, I don't know, the last few years?
Let's see. The Grammy was pretty special. We got an award from the Blues Foundation for helping keep the blues alive, which meant a lot to us.
That's great. That's great. Well, guys, we're here talking about rock and roll. We're going to talk to some callers in just a little bit. But right now, let's rock and roll on Rockline. This is Crying from Aerosmith. Crying from Aerosmith. We're here with the guys. Brad's here, Tom's here, Joey's here. Let's go talk to somebody real quick, guys. Memphis, Tennessee's the spot. Leah's there. Listen to Rock 103, a proud Rockline affiliate. Leah, you're on.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I was wondering what inspired you to write Crying, and if you have any advice for a 13-year-old girl that's playing guitar.
Well, when Steven gets here, he can probably answer your question better than me. I think, that was just something that came out of Steven's head when he was playing some changes on his keyboard one day. Steven doesn't really plan what he's going to sing about far in advance. He kind of gets a musical arrangement together, and whatever's going on in his head that day winds up being the song. That's the way it was with Janie's Got a Gun, and a lot of songs.
Any advice for Brad, for a young lady wanting to play the guitar?
Ooh, I would say learn your favorite songs and practice.
There you go.
You know,
Where have
find
I heard that
before? You know what? I people ask me tell me they got lousy teachers, and I say, well, find a teacher that will teach you the songs that you want to learn. You know, so keep it interesting for yourself.
And you were learning Hendrix, Cream, stuff like that when you got started?
Well, that was a little bit before that, but yeah, but that's where I went right to that stuff. Learning all the things that I was getting off on instead of reading some boring music.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Chord by chord book, yeah.
Yes,
Little
sir.
Bo Peep. All right, we're just getting started here. Thank you, Leah, for
Thanks,
the call.
Leah.
All righty, special edition of Rockline. We're doing it, featuring the members of Aerosmith. If you'd like a chance to interview this great rock and roll band, you got to jump on the phone, dial our toll-free AT&T number. It's 1-800-344-ROCK, 1-800-344-7625. Rockline and AT&T. We help put your world within reach. Welcome back to a special edition
Hey,
of
man,
Rockline.
don't turn me down.
Hey,
we were
just
just
getting into
there.
it there.
We're here with Aerosmith. The guys are here with me. Listen, just a little bit, I'll be telling you how you and a friend can win an all-expenses-paid trip here to Los Angeles to see Peter Gabriel's World of Music, Art, and Dance live. Absolutely live. It's courtesy of our friends at Hershey's Bar and None, the one with more. No need to run away. Richmond, Indiana. Guys, let's talk to some folks. Paul's waiting, listener of 104.7 WTUE in Dayton, Ohio. Paul, you're on Rockline.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Yo.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
I wanted to ask the band what it was like touring with Jackal. I seen you in Fort Wayne, and I thought you guys were great.
Well, it was great. The only problem is now I'm addicted to the smell of chainsaw exhaust. It was really fun. Those guys are out there to rock and out there to have a great time, and we had a lot of laughs with those guys.
They're fantastic.
Not anything we can talk about on the radio.
I wouldn't think so. We had them on the show about 2 months ago, and they're great guys.
Yeah, right, they are.
They are great guys. All right, Paul, thanks for the call. Let's go to Binghamton, New York, and talk to Pat, listener to WKGB. Pat, talk to us.
Hi, guys. How's it going tonight?
Hey,
Good.
what's
How
up?
are you?
Hey, pretty good. I noticed on the song Shut Up and Dance, it was co-written by Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw of Damn Yankees.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And I was wondering if you guys are ever going to tour with them.
You
Yankees.
never know.
Yeah, it's always a possibility, but we'll see.
Another great band.
Yeah.
Well, just hang on there, Pat. We'll see what happens. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Moving quickly. David's waiting. A listener of 105 FM WXQR. David, you're on.
All right, Aerosmith, how you doing tonight?
We're doing good.
All right, I got a question this goes for the whole band. In your opinions, why do you think it took Dream On 3 years to become a commercial hit?
That's funny. I don't know. I remember when our first album came out, and they sent it out to all the radio stations, and we got to read the report coming back from all the different radio stations, and it said basically, "This sucks." And
Get yourself a chainsaw. Go to work.
yeah, so we went out and we toured our butts off for just went out on the road and stayed there, and finally people started responding to the record, and
Well, the song
Took a few years.
it was re-released a couple of times too, before it became a hit.
Initially released in when you released the album in 73?
Well, when the album
back
came
in
out.
76 or 75?
Well,
right?
yeah, the album came out. It went nowhere, and then people started requesting it like crazy, and a lot of the radio stations just said, "Hey, look, it's a single whether you guys release it or not." So
It wasn't until for quite a while, until after the first record was out, that it became a hit single.
That's good inspiration for young bands out there. Tour your butts off. Play live.
yeah,
Look at
you
Great Live
can look at the Spin Doctors are an example. I mean, for all intents and purposes, their record was fated to just never go anywhere, but I don't know. It on the grassroots thing, it got going.
It does. Blind Melon the same way. Album was out a long
Right.
time, and now they're touring, and it's doing great. Thank you for the call, David. Well, Joe and Steven are waiting for us here in Los Angeles, listeners of 97.1 KLSX. Guys, talk to us. Joe and Steven.
Guys,
Hey,
the directions they gave us are all wrong. I mean, we're we're at the other end of Ventura Boulevard. Where are you guys?
well, you take a left at the 7-Eleven, and then you go straight. You stop at the porno theater on the corner, pick up
If
some.
we do that, we'll never get there.
I think you go to the Slauson Cutoff, get a car, cut off your Slauson, then you
right.
get back in the car.
That's right.
1495. You're listening to Rockline on the Global Satellite Network.
Oh, man, you guys are doing such a good job. We're thinking of going to the movies.
No.
Get up here.
Come on over, man.
Get up here.
We're gonna do some songs. We need you to come, man.
Joe Perry, Steven Tyler.
All right, well,
We're
we'll
calling
see
you.
you guys in a couple minutes.
Tell
Okay,
Steven
guys.
to do his vocal warm-ups.
All right, guys.
Start warming up here. Here's
Great.
one that sounds like they're very warm. Dude looks like a lady on Rockline. Lady from Permanent Vacation, Aerosmith. We're here with
Yes.
Brad, Tom, and Joey. I'm Bo Riles. Let's take some more calls. St. John's, Newfoundland, way up there in the Great White North. Raylene's listening to us on Oz FM. Raylene, you're on.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Raylene.
Hey.
Raylene, yes.
Raylene. Honey,
I'd like
is
to know
that
if there'll be
you?
an extensive Canadian tour.
What?
I'd like to know if there'll be a Canadian tour.
Well, we just played Ottawa, Toronto, Edmonton, and Calgary,
Yeah, we
And
just,
Vancouver.
and Vancouver.
yeah, so we just did Canada.
No, we'll probably be coming back to Canada sometime during the tour.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Because we haven't
Raylene.
played Montreal yet.
That's right.
Where are you?
Newfoundland.
Where?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
She's way up there.
Wow, you're up there.
No.
We haven't played there yet. We've never been up there.
Well, there you go. Maybe we can book a date tonight. The first time Aerosmith plays Newfoundland.
Really?
All right.
Bring a brandy sniffer, and we'll see you there, Raylene. Thank you. Let's go to New Orleans here. Simone, we talked to her once upon a time, didn't we, guys? 99.5 WRNO down in New Orleans.
Nolans.
Simone, you're on.
Hi, guys. I got to say, y'all are the best. I love y'all. Y'all are wonderful.
Thank
I am
you.
Biloxi in July.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
That was a good gig.
And I wanted to know, how did you get involved with Wayne's World 2?
Wayne's World
Well,
2.
It's kind of...
What did they? Well, you know what? We were supposed to be in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And let's see, why weren't we in it, guys?
Because make up something good.
Yeah, really. That's what I was thinking.
You were
But
touring.
we got a chance to be in Wayne's World too, and it's going to be I think it's going to be very funny. It should be as good, if not better, than the first one.
It'll be better than the first one.
I think the whole
That's right,
thing.
because we're in it.
That's right.
The whole thing came out of that skit that we did on Saturday Night Live, I think. You
Yeah,
know, and I
that's
think
right.
that, like, got people off so much that they decided that maybe they should, take it to the movies. And
Where's that song now? Where's that? The Wayne's World theme
Wayne's
song.
World.
You guys performed that? Was it on a bootleg somewhere? Or you hope not, I would hope.
There was a radio station in Boston that was playing it. They recorded it off the TV and just started playing it, and then we put it on. Actually, we put it on one of our B-side of one of our singles.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Aerosmith's Wayne's World. Look for him in Wayne's World too, Simone. Thank you for the call. Let's go to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Always get lots of calls from there, from 105 FM WXQR. Rick's a listener of that station. Rick, speak to us.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Rick.
Good.
Hey, it's great to have you on Rockline. It's the best show on radio.
Cool.
All right,
Well, thank
great.
you, Rick.
A little plug.
Thank you, Rick.
You work for this station, don't you?
What was your reaction when you heard that the PMRC was going to put a warning sticker on Get a Grip because of the cover?
Well, it was really weird, that cover. We expected that some of the animal rights groups might, get annoyed by it, but it really wasn't about that. It was more about record stores that were afraid that they were going to be picketed. So they said, we don't like that. We're going to put a sticker on it. We're scared, But the actual animal rights groups never really came out and, got mad. I mean, they knew that we didn't really tie a cow down and pierce her tender little udder.
No, that's right. As a matter of fact, we tried to talk the cow out of it, but she had 2 beers and said, I'm going for the piercing.
That's right. Nice dinner and a couple of beers, and she just did whatever you said. Yeah, it's strangely enough, I don't think if I looked at it, I would even think it was anything bad at all.
Well, you know
compared
what's
to a lot
really
of
weird
members.
is that one record chain, they didn't go for the animal cruelty angle. They said it was obscene. So they looked at that udder and they saw something else.
Mm-hmm. I take Farm and Life magazine and I see it all the time. It doesn't bother me.
I mean,
it's just incredible.
I think we need a little sexual therapy there.
Yeah, I think so. I think we do. Rick, thank you for the call listening. Rockline is happy to be giving our listeners the opportunity to own a pair of brand new Skechers sport utility footwear. These are fantastic. Now, everyone who gets on the air tonight with the guys from Aerosmith will receive a pair of Skechers Chrome Dome shoes and a limited edition Skechers Rockline
I didn't
t-shirt.
know we were getting shoes.
You guys are getting shoes. They're great shoes.
Brad,
with a steel
shoes.
toe. Skechers, are
With a
sport
steel
utility
toe.
footwear with a steel toe. Get real, it's steel. Tie one on.
10,
This is
size 10,
Rockline
okay.
with
Skechers.
Aerosmith. You got to stay with us on the Global
Skechers.
Satellite Network.
Excuse me?
Well, this is... Well, we're back here on Rockline, and look what the dog done drug in.
Oh, my.
Joe and Steve have arrived here. Where you guys been?
Ow!
Where have you
We
guys
were
been?
out driving around, don't you believe us?
No, I do.
No. We were out with Jackie and her sister Marcia at Guitars of Rust, getting a hum and a strum.
Man, I'm telling
That
you, that
is
is sick.
sick.
That is sick.
How
That-
sick?
Sick as a dog. Sometimes things get a little sick. Sick as a dog. Aerosmith from Rocks. They've joined us. All of them have joined us now. Joe Perry, Steve Tyler are here. Bo Riles, Tom's here, Brad's here, Joey's here. Guys, let's take some calls. As you can hear, they're tuning up here in the background. We may coax the gentleman into playing. We've sent away for guitars. We've sent away for harmonicas. We have some congas. We've got it all here.
What
Let's
you
go.
all gonna play?
We'll see what you're going to play.
Hey.
Stockton, California. Let's talk to Dave, listener of 95.1, guys. KDJK in Modesto, California. Dave, speak
Good
to Aerosmith.
evening. How are you guys doing?
Hey, good, man.
Good.
Hey, I know that's a generic question. I know everybody asked that, but
You're right,
I had to throw that in, too.
All right.
By the way, my friend up in Lodi has a drum kit if you're interested.
All right. Bring it on
My
down.
question is to all you guys, I heard that CBS is re-releasing some of your older material. I'm
Right.
familiar with your older material because the last time I saw you was in 1979, A Day on the Green at Oakland. And I was wondering what you're doing and how you're involved in that project.
Which? Oh, the CBS stuff.
It seems like whenever we do an album or put something out, CBS gets in there and re-releases something that we've done in the past.
Well, what they're doing now is they're releasing all the early albums, and they're remastered them. And they actually do sound quite a bit better than they used to. Apparently, they used to not use they used to use third and fourth generation masters to make the albums. Don't ask me why. And now they've gone back and they use the original master. So there's a tremendous difference in the sound quality. There's new technology,
and
so they sound a lot better.
They're also redoing all the artwork, so it's all like the original as it came out.
And we threw in some liner note stuff.
Great.
That we wrote.
We're talking about the first album, Get Your Wings, Toys in the Attic, Rocks, Draw the Line, Live Bootleg, Night in the Ruts, Greatest Hits, Rockin' Hard Place, Classics Live 2, and Jim's, Dave, from Stockton.
Yep.
All right, we got that straight. Thanks for calling, my friend. Let's go to Mandeville. That's in Louisiana. That's the second one from WRNO Country. New Orleans, it's Mark talking to us. Mark, talk to us.
Hey, Aerosmith, the rockin'est band in the land. How y'all doing?
Beautiful. Right.
Yeah, my question's for Stephen and Joe. I'd like to know when and where did y'all meet and how it took off from there?
I think Joe was flapping French fries at a little restaurant in the harbor of Sunapee called the Anchorage. And we used to come up and play at this place called Conrad Manor. And I remember more than anything, after seeing Joe and his band play at this place called The Barn, he came by in his MG. I was mowing the lawn, and I looked at Joe and I said, someday we got to get in a band together. And he kind of drove off into the sunset, and but it happened.
For a short time, you were the drummer in that first band you guys got together, right?
Yeah, for a short time, about an afternoon.
Yeah.
And they dragged in this friend. Supposedly, they said, you got a friend of yours from Yonkers, and of course it was Joey Kramer.
All right, Joey. Mark, thank you for the call. Hamilton, Ontario, our next stop. Let's talk to Frank, listener of Q107. Frank, you're on Rockline.
Good evening, Aerosmith. It's really fine to talk to you. And I've got a couple of questions which I'd like to throw your way.
Okay.
Leave them.
I'm originally from England, and I was lucky enough to see you with Jimmy Page at the Marquee Club in London.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
And I was wondering if you had any plans to immortalize it on video or CD or whatever.
You know, it's really weird, but that's one of those moments you'd think we'd have a recording truck out there and 5 cameras, but all we've got is, like, the sound from one lonely video camera of the whole thing. And I don't know if it's good enough to ever, do anything with. We'll have to release our own bootleg version of it or something.
There you go. Second question there, Frank.
The second question. This may not be the right season, but you seem to be the only rock band that haven't recorded a Christmas song or a Christmas carol. Can you be persuaded, or...
Yes,
No?
we were thinking about doing that. Something like I want to hang my balls on your Christmas tree.
No, actually, our contract with the devil doesn't allow it.
I see. Frank, thank you very much. We are here, as you can tell, live and nationwide with Aerosmith, and we all have the fever.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit hot in here. I think I got the fever. From Get a Grip, Aerosmith, you're listening to Rockline, live and nationwide. We're with the whole band. 1-800-344-ROCK, 1-800-344-7625. It's Aerosmith, live and nationwide on the Global Satellite Network.
Hello, world. Good evening. This is Peter Gabriel here, and that which you are listening to currently is Rockline.
Thank you very much, Peter. You were invited to listen to Peter Gabriel with us next week. Hey, you get the biggest stars in rock and roll, the opportunity to interview these stars every Monday night on Rockline. We're going to be backstage next Monday night from Saratoga Springs, New York, on the first night of the U.S. leg of Peter's WOMAD tour. Peter will join us for a full 2 hours, just like Aerosmith's doing tonight. Plus, he'll introduce us to some of the other great artists joining him on the WOMAD tour. It promises to be a very, very special evening. That's Peter Gabriel next Monday night exclusively on Rockline. Tonight, though, it's the gentlemen from Aerosmith. They are attuned and ready to hit it.
Hit me.
Me and my old lady sitting in the shade, talking about the last time we got laid, saying, well, boy, don't you line on track like a, well, boy, don't you line on track. Well, boy, don't you line on track like a, well, boy, don't you line on track. sure, surely would. Stand on rock that Moses stood. Sing, whoa, boy, don't you lie on the track like a whoa, boy, don't you lie on the track. Whoa, boy, don't you lie on the track like a whoa, boy, don't you lie on the track. Drank so much hooch it made my eyes be getting blurry. They say I nailed her to the wall. A stitch in time don't mean a thing, no hangman jewelry could make me crawl, 'cause I'm a poor boy. Don't you lie on the track like a hey boy. Don't you lie on the track like a hey boy. Don't you lie on the track. Oh, when love comes tumbling down. Like a head boy, don't you lie on the track. Head boy, don't you lie on the track. Like a head boy, don't you lie on the track. If I could, I surely would. Stand on a rock, Joe Perry done stood. Sing, whoa boy, don't you lie on the track. Like a head boy, don't you lie on the track. Head boy, don't you lie on the track like a head boy. Don't you lie on the train.
I tell you what, I once heard you say that the Stones were the baddest boys on the planet. Not tonight. Not tonight, Steven Tyler. We're here with the band Aerosmith. You're listening to Rockline. I'm Bo Riles. I don't know what I can do after that, but I think I can say, Bonnie from Boston, WAAF, speak to us.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you guys how you are, because I know how you are. You're brilliant. You are the best band that's ever come out of America, by far. And I'm from Boston, so I'm a true-blooded fan. I want to know when the song Amazing is going to be released as a single. That song is like so powerful, so moving. I know that could really help people to get them inspired to get straight, once and for all. I know it could. I finally did, like Steven Tyler said, I saw the light, so I can really relate. The lyrics are real powerful. It's a moving song.
Thank you. Should be released in what?
It's a secret.
Come on.
I don't know.
In the fall,
couple months.
Yeah, a couple months.
We're just talking about the video now, so we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, thanks for the compliments. Very nice.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Bonnie, thanks for the call, and don't forget these guys on the MTV Video Awards from Universal City tomorrow night. And let's go to Los Angeles, locally here. Tammy, a listener of 97.1 KLSX. Tammy, you're on Rockline.
Steven?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a weird sound. I never made that before.
I was at the concert in Costa Mesa, and I just wanted you to know that you were
everything I ever thought you would be.
Ooh.
And I was definitely not disappointed.
Where were you?
Well,
She was back at the hotel with you, remember?
No. Maybe 10th row.
Ah, yeah.
But they had a pit in the front, so it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
Anyways, I want to know, do you guys have control over what the videos are about?
Of course, yes. We all put a hand into that. We do a lot of brainstorming and sit around and throw a lot of ideas in. And why?
Really?
What part do you love?
Getting back to that. No, we have a lot of input into what goes into our videos, but considering we have very little control over ourselves, I don't know if we really do have control over what goes into our videos.
Well.
Is that something you guys enjoy, doing videos? You enjoy that part of the business?
We do now.
Yeah.
There was a time when I was so broken-hearted, life wasn't much.
I hear one coming on there. Not a song, a cold.
I think so.
All right, Tammy, thanks for the call. Let's get some more calls in. Centerville, Maryland. Centerville, actually, Virginia. She's listening to Baltimore, Maryland Station 98 Rock. Actually, she is a he named Joe. Joe, I will get this right. You're on Rockline.
Hey, guys, good morning.
Hey.
How you doing?
Listen, I'll see you in about a week, and I can't wait at the newly named U.S. Air Arena. But my question is, I love the new album, but I'd like to know who's to blame for chopping the song head first off.
Ooh,
Whoa.
you found out.
Why, have you heard that song?
Joe, have you heard the song?
Yeah.
It's one of the B-sides to the Eat the Rich single from England.
That's right.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah. Hey, that's kind of the story of this album. There's a lot of cool stuff waiting in the wings.
Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, there's a lot more songs that. There were just so many songs. It was just a case of too many songs and not enough room on the CD. So there's more surprises to come. So we're glad you like that one, though.
You guys have lots of songs. 14 in total on this particular album called Get a Grip. Let's do another one from another album. In fact, the title track, Draw the Line. Rockline here. Let's go to Greenwood, South Carolina, and talk to Chris, a listener of Rock 101 in Greenville, South Carolina. We got that right, Chris? Talk to us.
First of all, I'd like to say that Aerosmith, y'all are the best thing that happened to rock and roll.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
And I'd also like to know if y'all are heavily involved in the Air Force fan club, or do you pay someone to handle it?
Heavily involved.
Actually, we were up there in San Francisco answering the phones not too long ago. We are involved a lot with our fan club.
One way that we're really involved in it is, we're really frustrated about the whole ticket scalping thing, and that, if people want to sit close at an Aerosmith show, they got to pay $100 or $200. So if you're a member of the fan club, you have access to really good seats without having to pay those prices. As a matter of fact, I think they go for pretty much the regular ticket charge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's a cool thing. We're trying to get more people aware of it.
And if you're a member of the fan club, you have access to a whole lot more stuff as well.
All right. We won't divulge that on Rockline?
Joey's...
No exclusives here, Joey? Joey, you're speaking up over there.
Exactly.
You're pretty loose about it.
Joey?
Come on.
About what's available to you if you join the fan club?
He said bending over.
You got to join and find out.
All right. Pay the fee.
Oh,
You get to have dinner at Joey's house.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, you get to have dinner at Joey's house.
Joey cooks a mean goulash we hear.
right.
All right, Chris. Thanks for the call. We're doing Rockline with Aerosmith. You got to come back now. We're toll-free AT&T number 1-800-344-ROCK, 800-344-7625. It's Aerosmith, live and nationwide on Rockline.
Music again.
Welcome back to Rockline. Time once again to give you all the big details on our biggest contest, bar none. Now, this time we're going to give you Peter Gabriel. Why don't we take a little trip, guys, to the other side? In here. Listen, before we get to more of your calls for Stephen, Joe, Brad, Joey, and good old Tom, we're going to tell you that in addition to the great Skechers shoes you get for talking to these guys and the T-shirt you get, we're going to give everyone who talks with Aerosmith on the air tonight a copy of Get a Grip. Get a grip on things, courtesy of Geffen Records. So there's your incentive, if there wasn't enough incentive already, to call us here. St. Louis, Missouri is our next stop. Let's talk to Mike, a listener of KSHU 95. Mike, you're on.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
All right.
All right, I was wondering, it's been a while since your last live album, if you were going to have one after this tour.
Man, so many people are asking about that. We did record a bunch of gigs. We haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet. We just got to the point where we felt we were playing really good and we should have it on tape, but we have no plans right now.
But we got 4 or 5 shows that are in the oven.
Okay.
Cooking.
All right. Well, let's tell you about some more shows that are going to be cooking real soon. You guys have the night off tonight. Well, you're working here. Not really the night off.
Night off.
Night off my...
Right. Yeah.
Well, You're going to do the MTV Awards tomorrow. Then it looks like Friday in Jones Beach. Or is that Saturday night? That'd be the 4th. That would be Saturday night, Jones
Saturday
Beach.
and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday there. And is that, that's pronounce that for me. Wante, New York. Wante. So you got to ask these guys from back east, that kind of stuff.
Wanta?
Darien Center and Lakeside Amphitheater. That's in New York as well on the 8th, the 10th in Landover, Maryland at the U.S. Air Arena there. All right. So that's Aerosmith. We'll give you some more a little bit later on. Let's move on here. Philadelphia. Let's talk to Mark, listener of 94 WYSP in Philly. Hey, Mark.
Hey, we all keep kicking ass tonight with the boys in Aerosmith. What's up, guys?
All right. There you go.
You guys are true American heroes, and can't wait to see you at the Philly Spectrum for the 10th and 11th time since that abrupt 78 Philly show.
Yep.
You guys probably know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's a popular misconception that Permanent Vacation was your comeback album, whereas actually it was done with Mirrors in '85. You got legions of fans here in Philly, in this Philly area here, that are diehard fans of it. I think it's an underappreciated raw classic, and I wanted to get the official Smith perspective on Done with Mirrors.
Well, as a matter of fact, that album finally went gold.
It was
about
printed
a week
backwards
ago.
for a reason, I think.
No, it's got some classic stuff on it. It's just that at the time we were like climbing out of a hole, and our heads were a little screwed on backwards, but there's good stuff. I mean, there's the revamp version of Let the Music Do the Talking, and to show you where we were at the time, we released the single, wasn't even on the record. It was a song called Darkness. But there's some good stuff. The old Dog trilogy started and stopped there, didn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The reason the
the
dog's had so many friends because he wags his tail instead of his tongue.
There you go.
Did My Fist Your Face just before we got into our anger management program?
I'm going to kick your ass.
Done with Mirrors. Check it out from 1984 at Aerosmith. Thank you, Mark. Let's go to San Francisco and talk to Christopher, checking us out in San Jose's KSJO. Christopher, you're on Rockline.
Yes, hello, gentlemen. This is truly an honor. I was fortunate enough to catch you at Mountain View, and it was a brilliant show. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I'd like to say, looking back on Pandora's Box, is there something that you wish you would have put on it that was omitted, or are you very happy that it is what it is, and everything that should have been in it is?
That's the Kitchen Sink album.
Really? Put everything on there there was. Are you kidding?
The only thing that's not on there is the sun. There's a reason for that, too.
That's right. That's not on there. And I'm sorry about that.
Me
It should
too. I
be on
regret
there.
that.
I'm bummed, man.
You dropped the
It
ball.
comes once a day. No, that's from Hither to Yon, man. That song is, that album is.
Tell them what that was.
That was the very first song I ever sang anything on. It was back in. Well, never mind.
Don't say it.
That'll be on Pandora's Box,
That's
too.
right.
Thank you, Christopher.
Pandora's Socks.
Not if Steven can help.
Pandora's Socks will work,
Pandora's
too.
Jocks.
We're with Aerosmith, and we got to play one called Mama Ken. Digging back a ways. Mama Ken from the debut. Aerosmith is with us. I'm Bo Riles. You're listening to Rockline. Now that that's out of the way, Chicago's the place we're going now. A listener of The Loop, proud Rockline affiliate. It's John. John, you're on.
Hi, Aerosmith.
Hey, John.
Hey, Hi, John.
Let me just say this is great having a show like Rockline just so I can talk to guys like you. This is awesome. Well, let me say, I got to go see a show with my girlfriend Maggie in July up at World Music Theater.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. The best concert I've been to, and I went a lot this summer. Oh, it tops all of them.
Thank you.
Anyhow, I have a couple questions for you. The first one being, when Permanent Vacation, that tour came around, you guys went with the Black Crowes. I was wondering if you enjoyed that and whether or not you ever consider touring with them again.
Steven, you want to take that?
Yeah, I love the Black Crowes. Yeah, I think they're great. And we would tour with them again? Yeah, sure.
The best thing about them is Chris says such nice things about us.
Tongue planted firmly in cheek, Tom has. Tom, get that.
No,
together.
they're great, man.
We
They're really
love
good guys.
Chris and the Crows.
Great.
It's the kind of music they play, it's free.
Mm-hmm.
It rocks.
Great rock and roll, much like you guys.
Yeah.
John, you had another one?
Those two.
All right, John.
All right, thanks.
Thank you,
Cool.
bud. Detroit, Michigan. Bruce is a listener of 101, The Riff there. Bruce, you're on.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just getting back home from a blues show downtown.
Who'd you see?
B.B. King.
All right.
Made me curious after hearing you guys on the radio here, wondering if in this day of unplugged CDs, if you guys ever thought about maybe doing a concept album, maybe a blues album.
Funny thing about that.
Funny you should ask.
No, we haven't thought about it at all.
No, what makes you say that?
No, we have been talking about doing something like that over the past couple of years, and we're not really sure what the next record's going to look like. So I'd say it's a possibility.
Great. Some originals and obviously some classics. Maybe?
Sure.
All right, Steve. Good enough, Stephen. Bruce, thank you for the call. Well, it's time for everybody out there listening to the show to start sending in your postcards for your chance to win one of our 1993 Rockline AT&T calendars. These signed by the guests that appear on the show during the month of September, including, of course, the guys from Aerosmith. Now, do they know this yet? Now, to win or just send us a postcard with your name, address, and the station you're listening to right now.
Nobody told me about signing anything.
Really? Me neither, man.
Nobody told me it was
check,
September.
Oh, my wrist is killing me.
Just mail it to 1993 Rockline Calendar. Our P.O. Box here, 4383 in Hollywood, California, 90078. The 93 Rockline Calendars are brought to you by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. We're not done. This is Rockline you're listening to live and nationwide on the Global Satellite Network.
Fart Man?
Welcome back to a very special edition of Rockline with Aerosmith. We're here with Joey, Tom, Brad, Joe, and Steven. I'm Bo Riles. Let's go to Houston, Texas, and talk to Charles. Charles is listening to a Rockline affiliate called 101 KLOL, a great radio station. Charles, you're on.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say our kick-ass band.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And I wanted to ask Joey, how old were you when you started playing the drums?
How old was I when I started to play the drums?
That's right. How old were you when you started to play the drums?
Thank you, Tom. How old are you, Charles?
I'm 14.
You're 14? Well, when I started, I was 14.
All right.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Cool. And you have anybody in your family that's musical? It played in any bands, something?
What was the question again?
You have anybody in your family that played in the band?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm the only one.
He's the pioneer,
All by myself. I have nothing but sisters.
Charlie, go get that drum set and crank it up, all right?
That's right.
All right, let's go to Modesto, California. Talk to Sean. Sean, listening to us on 95.1 KDJK. You're on Rockline, Sean.
Hey, it's a massive honor talking to you guys.
All right.
Hey, thanks. Hey, I
Good
want to
effect on your
know,
voice.
you guys are getting older, wiser, and better at this. Is it any easier as opposed to before your massive revival, back in the late 70s and whatnot, when you guys were first kicking ass? Is it easier for you guys to write now? Do you feel, does it just come naturally as opposed to before?
Oh, man, I think now we just do all the wrong things the right ways.
All right.
And it kind of like turns it around.
I tell you, I haven't heard ass spoken so many times on this show since I've been doing it. Thank you, Sean, for the call. Memphis, Tennessee. Leslie, you're listening to Rock 103, the lovely Leslie. Speak to us.
Hi, Leslie.
Listen, I want to let y'all know I caught your Memphis show here, and I got to meet and greet with you guys backstage, and y'all were all super, every one of you. What I wanted to know is, do you think that you will ever write a book, any of the members of the band ever write a book and have it published?
Brad's got
like
one.
Science fiction or something? Or
Tom, you wrote a book, didn't you?
Wayne's World 2?
You mean what, like a biography or something like that? Or is that what you're talking about?
Like a biography, yes. Like how the band got,
Eventually.
formed, the breakup.
Someone's doing that now. Someone's doing an unauthorized biography.
Yeah.
But someday, maybe, yeah. To get the real dope on it all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, Leslie.
Ironic choice of words.
Look for that book, Leslie, coming to a bookstore near you. Muscatine, Iowa is our next stop. Elizabeth's listening to us on 97X in the Quad Cities. Elizabeth, go ahead.
Hi, Steven Tyler. I love you. My heart is beating so fast.
Ooh.
Anyway, I want to know, can you tell us about the body art in Living on the Edge?
First, you tell us what you're wearing.
Really?
And how did they keep...
Say that again now. The body art.
Yeah.
The girl's name was...
Yes.
And she, I saw her artwork, what she did with Demi Moore on the cover of
Vanity Fair.
Vanity
That's right.
Fair. And I just thought that was a real beautiful thing, and that I could take it one step further. So we thumbed through some books and checked out a whole bunch of different things the night before the video shoot. And next morning I was there. It's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it took 5 hours to put that on, and it worked great.
Certainly. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the call. Body art. 1993. You got to love it. Well, guys, you got to go over to Joey's and get some goulash. You're cooking tonight, right, Joey?
Bo, do you know that I'm cooking the goulash? Right?
Guys, thanks so much for coming
I'm a goulash kind of guy.
You are. Joey Kramer, thank you. Tom Hamilton and Brad Woodford, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Bo. Turn it over to Stephen and Joe now.
Okay.
Really, see ya.
Well, we got to tell you that Iowa's
We'll call you when we get lost.
We're going to Disneyland.
Yeah, call and give us a
tell
buzz.
You know, like the porno place is right down the street.
Yeah.
And it's down there on Ventura, and you know, like you guys know.
What's the number on Ventura?
Joey, Tom, Brad, you bleeding, pus-ridden
Tom said, where? Tom Hamilton, you've done Rockline. Now where are you going?
Watch me as I get smaller.
You guys have heard of Iowa, right? Iowa, the makers of the new Iowa Minimax 3500 stereo systems. Well, they want you to be part, the audience as well, of an unprecedented audio demonstration. Now, this is how it works. We have shut down our professional studio playback systems. In their place, we're going to use the Iowa Minimax 3500 to play this very next track. It's that simple. No tricks, no gimmicks. Just Iowa, I hear you. So let's hear it. Living on the Edge.
Getting stereos?
It's in stereo.
Wow.
You got shoes, you got
More
stereo.
stuff,
Shoes and stereos. This is the ball.
Wow, this
man.
is the best.
Rockline is the show of all shows. Get a Grip is the album Living on the Edge, played for you on the Iowa Minimax 3500 stereo system. Whatever label you want to give it, that is a great song for a long time to come. Living on the Edge from Get a Grip, that is Aerosmith's Living on the Edge, once again played for you on the Iowa Minimax 3500 3 CD changer stereo system. We're with Aerosmith. Joe and Steve are here with me. The rest have gone, but we have a lot more time. 800-344-ROCK. You give us a buzz as we continue with the Rockline on the Global Satellite Network.
All right, now back to Rockline, baby. On 97.9, The Loop.
We are back, a special live 2-hour edition of Rockline. Joe Perry and Steven Tyler are here with me. I'm Bo Riles, Aerosmith, doing it live and nationwide. Evanston, Illinois, the Chicago area. It's Zach listening to The Loop up there. Zach, talk to us.
Hey, guys, I got to say your interview with Beavis and Butthead was great.
All right.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, hey, Steve, I'm wondering, I saw your daughter live in the magazines, and she looks like she has a great career ahead of her. What did you have, what play did you have in getting her where she is today, and how are you going to help her in the future?
Well, other than knowing her mom...
Quite well.
Yeah, nothing. She just... she always wanted to do this, and her mom was a Playboy centerfold, so it's come real easy for her. She's real smart and real pretty and just knocks me out.
Runs in the family. Thank you, Zach. Let's go to Monrovia, California. That's not too far from here. Randy's listening to a great radio station, 97.1 KLSX. Aren't you, Randy?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to us.
Steven.
Yo,
first of all, you are one of the baddest boys I've ever heard sing in my life.
Ow!
And bring back Seasons of the Wither. And my second question is, are you guys ever going to put on like a pay-per-view concert or something you can see on TV so I can see you more? Because I've seen you live 17 times. I mean, back Cal Jam 2, World Music Festival, and your last show at the Forum, when you were over here touring with Jackal. And I see you guys every time you guys come around. So I'd just really be great if you guys did a pay-per-view show or something.
Well, we'll have to find something interesting to wrap that around, like maybe naked pole vaulting or...
Halftime at the Super Bowl. That might not be.
There you go.
All right. Well, you know what? You should probably cut that guy a commission check. 17 times Randy's seen you guys. Big fan,
that's
Randy.
Great.
All right. Twin Falls is our next stop. That is in North Dakota, I do believe. Let's talk to Brian, a listener of 90... That's not North Dakota. That's in Maryland. Let's talk to Brian of 98 Rock in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm reading this wrong, Brian, but talk to us anyway.
Hey, this is for Steve or Joe. I want to know if there's a point behind Eat the Rich, if you're trying to say something.
What were you just saying about the tea time roster at the yacht club with Muff and Uncle Biff?
That's right. Yeah.
Nah, just that, how ironic it was that when we first started coming around at the beginning of our career, when we had no money and we were stealing food from the A&P and just getting a chance to have a little money and rub noses with the Muffs and Uncle Biffs of the world and the higher-ups, supposedly, and how nowhere they were. Non-give-back type people. And just, what you do with them.
Yeah. You figure everybody that has $1 million, if they gave like $100 a year, where would we be? if we gave that to charity. That's just a theory I just came up with on the spot. I think it might work. Thing about you guys is you've always let the music do the talking. Biggest moniker Aerosmith has lived by, let the music do the talking. Great stuff there.
Yes.
Stephen and Joe are with us. I'm Bo Riles. You're listening to Rockline. Modesto, California is our stop here. Justin, listener of 95. KDJK, the third caller from that station tonight. Justin, talk to us.
Hi, guys. Congratulations on the latest album. It sounds great.
Thanks.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
A couple of quick questions for you. Will you ever work with Jack Douglas again in the future, perhaps producing some of your work?
Wouldn't that be a trip? We just don't know what he's doing right now. We've been out of touch with him. But, Jack, if you're listening, drop us a line.
Well, we'll see you when we play at the Meadowlands, man.
Well, I'll tell you, the producer you've had for the last 3 albums doing a pretty good job, too, Bruce, right? That's great. All right. Justin, thanks for the call. Los Angeles, once again, 97.1 KLSX is the host station, and Rachel's calling us. Rachel.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to say I love you guys, and I think you're great. And my question to you is, are you planning on doing any more work with Alice Cooper in the future? I really enjoyed hearing you on Trash.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. Alice, give us a call.
Invite you to Phoenix, the beautiful Valley of the Sun. Could be a possibility then, I would say.
It's possible.
All right, Rachel. There you go. Thanks for calling. Chicago. We're working fast here, guys. It's Howie. It's Howie calling from the Loop in Chicago. Howie, you're on.
My name's Holly.
Oh, Holly.
Holly.
Yeah. Holly, what
Holly.
up?
Okay, nothing.
Come on, what's going on with your computer, man?
Yeah, they printed Howie.
You guys for the past 4 years, and I saw you guys in July. My first concert ever. It was the greatest. I swear, I loved it completely. And my question is for you: how do you guys think you're going to do tomorrow at the Music Awards?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, all we know is that we're going to kick ass tomorrow night when we play.
Sounded damn good tonight.
That's what it's about anyways, being able to play live on there, you know?
That's great.
Help it. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Holly.
Oh, Holly, we thought you had another, but that's all right. Holly got so excited, she just said to hell with that other question. Well, I'll tell you what. This is a great radio program, but I tell you, it ain't like the same old song and dance. All right, I'm going to try one more pun here. It's not the same old song and dance on Rockline tonight. It's 2 hours with Aerosmith. There's one from Get Your Wings. Don't forget now, tomorrow night, the guys performing live at the MTV Music Awards show from Universal City, California. And if you want to vote for Aerosmith's Living on the Edge, you can do so by calling 1-900-454-7200. That's 1-900-454-7200. You got to choose option number 1, Living on the Edge, a great song that'll be well worthwhile to you. You're listening to Rockline, live and nationwide on the Global Satellite Network. Thousand Oaks, California, our next stop. It's Gloria, listening to 97.1 KLSX, the classic rock station. Gloria, go ahead.
Hi. I want to say that I think you guys are very groovy.
Groovacious.
Yes.
Whoa. I haven't been called that all day.
That's not the first time I've heard that, Stephen.
But you haven't heard a song like that now.
But listen, Stephen, I saw you speak in Los Angeles, and I want to say that I thought you were truly inspirational. And I wanted to ask you if you'd ever considered opening up your own record label.
Wow. No, but I'll be thinking about it now.
Steven Tyler, entrepreneur. Stay tuned for the next Rockline. Well, he's thinking about it, Gloria. We'll go to a break, all right? You keep calling us. 800-344-ROCK, 1-800-344-7625. That what you were listening to, as Peter said earlier, Rockline on the Global Satellite Network. Welcome back to Rockline. We're with Aerosmith. Let's give you some concert dates. Once again, the 4th, that's Saturday night, Jones Beach Amphitheater in New York. Once again on Sunday, they'll be there. Then on Monday, that's Labor Day, a big show at Foxborough Stadium. That's the home of the Patriots. That's Labor Day with Aerosmith, Don Henley, Sting, Elton John, and Melissa Etheridge raising money for Walden Woods. Yeah. All right, guys? All right. Aerosmith here with us just for a little while longer. Let's go to San Francisco and talk to Pei Yu. She's listening to KSJO in San Jose. Pei Yu, you're on Rockline.
Hey, Steven, what's up?
You are.
I think you guys are very spiffy.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that word.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, you know how you guys are doing MTV Awards and everything? I was wondering, what do you guys think about, like, the power and influence MTV has? Because you know how back, way back when you guys were coming out, I mean, it was like you guys got popular and people bought the albums because of the music, but now it seems more like it's like through MTV and people see the video so they go out and buy it. It's more like the image thing.
Well, there's another side to the music now. There's that, you're told what to see, visual, as opposed to coming up with something in your own mind that kind of makes you attached more to the song. But it's something that you can't stop. You can't keep it down. It's technology is getting out there. Before you know it, we'll all be floating around in cyberspace and being online, and it's just the way things are going. And it's also good for a lot of other things. The spoken word stuff, a lot of claymation. A lot of artists are getting, other than music, are getting a chance to be seen. And heard. So it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. That's great. The actor, he was in Michael Jackson's video. I just can't think of his name, and I wish I hadn't brought it up now, but he's was in Sean Connery's movie The Rising Sun. What is that gentleman's name? Anyway, he started out in the video, and like you said, the claymation artist, and lots of people are getting a chance because of video, so it ain't all bad. All right, thanks to everyone for listening. And for Wesley Snipes, thank you very much.
All right.
Just came to me. I don't know how it did. Thank you for listening and for calling tonight. Remember now, this Monday night we'll be in Saratoga Springs. That's New York for the opening of the U.S. State of Peter Gabriel's WOMAD Tour. Also coming up, 2 hours with the voice of Led Zeppelin, now his own voice, Mr. Robert Plant, plus George Thorogood, Guns N' Roses bassist Duff, and so much more. Special thanks tonight to all of our friends at Rolling Stone Magazine, especially Jan Winter, Kent Brownridge, David Frick, Paul LaRocca, and Kara Manning. Also thanks to Tim Collins, Keith Gard, and Tim McGrath of Collins Management, to Bob Dowd for all of his help. Our guests, we said bye to Brad, Joey, and Tom earlier, and Stephen and Joe, thank you so much for coming in. Great to meet you.
Thanks a lot for having us, man.
Yeah, well, I have one more mention here, but I can't seem to find it. I just want to mention that Guitar Center here in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles, California, donated some very, very nice instruments for you guys to play tonight. Want to get a plug in for them. The Guitar Center.
All right, cool.
Once again, guys, thanks so much. I'm Bo Riles. Thank you all for paying attention. You have been listening to Rockline, brought to you by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your bud. By Iowa, makers of the new Minimax 3500 Iowa. I hear you. By AT&T, we help put your world within reach. Rockline is engineered by Jimmy Rash, Chris Lindsley, and John Valenzuela, with technical direction by Mike Correa, talent acquisition Richard Kimball. That's Dr. Richard Kimball, thank you. Thanks to Jim Jacob, Greg Jernigan, Kevin Stevens, Linda Latta, Julie Leitner, and Steve Willinkin for their very special help. Our associate producer is the lovely Emily Carey, and Rockline is produced by Jim Villanueva, with executive production by Howard Gilman. I'm Bo Riles. Rockline is an exclusive presentation of the Global Satellite Network.